This morning, I came across a big-time financial influencer. They suggested that people use a balance transfer credit card to transfer a balance from their high interest rate credit card debts to put on that new balance transfer credit card, which normally has a 0% introductory APR rate that ranges between 12 months, 16 months to 18 months, depending on the card issuer. That person suggesting using the balance transfer credit card as a quick way to save on interest, which that person was correct, but it wasn't a full picture. Today, I'm going to talk about who balance transfer credit card is for and who it is not. So this way, you are making a sound decision based on who you are, not just a blanket advice saying that a balance transfer credit card is a good way to pay off high interest rate debt on your other credit cards. Most balance transfer credit cards do have a 0% introductory rate for 12 months, 16 months, or 18 months, but they also have between 3% to 5% balance transfer fee. That's what that person did not mention. So if you have a $10,000 balance transfer, even though it is 0% interest for that term that is specified by the card issuer, you're still on the hook for between 3 to 5% of transfer fee. So if you have a $10,000 balance transfer and it's a 5% transfer fee, that is $500 automatically in the hole. And if you have a $10,000 balance that is transferred to that balance transfer credit card, if the term is 12 months, that means you have to pay off that $10,000 in 12 months. If you cannot pay that off in 12 months, then the high APR kicks in, which ranging between 25 all the way up to 30%. And you miss any payment during that introductory period, your 0% APR may no longer be 0%. You may be default to the high interest rate at 30%. So that's what that financial influencer then talked about. They only talked about using that 0% balance transfer for that introductory rate, but they did not mention about if you miss the late payment, what may happen to that introductory rate, and did not mention the balance transfer fee. Who is suitable to take advantage of that 0% introductory APR rate for the balance transfer credit card? If you have a good handle on debt, where you don't get further into debt, and you're able to pay your balance transfer in full within that specified introductory period, say, for example, if you have a $10,000 balance transfer and it is a 12-month 0% APR introductory period, that means you have to make sure you're able to pay it off within the 12 months. So you need to be able to shell out $833 per month to be able to pay that off within that 12 months. And if you cannot pay that off in 12 months, keep in mind, whatever is left over is going to be default to that 30% interest rate. So that balance transfer credit card is only good if you can pay off your transfer balance within the specified period, and you are on time on your payment, and you don't have any tendency to get back into debt again. So the balance transfer credit card is not suitable for those that cannot pay the balance transfer in full within a specified period. And it's not good for those that have a tendency to keep on using a credit card, and that person hasn't shifted the mindset from debt into debt-free yet. Having a balance transfer credit card and haven't changed that mindset is not going to get you anywhere. It's only a short-term fix. You have to be able to fix your mindset first before you actually get rid of debt once and for all. For those where balance transfer credit card is not suitable for, it's better to pick one of the two accelerate debt payoff. You can use either debt snowball method or the avalanche method. The debt snowball method is prioritizing lowest balance first, regardless of the interest, whereas the avalanche method focuses on the high interest rate first, and then move on to the next highest interest rate, move on to the next highest interest rate until it's paid off. Now you have the full story. Yes, balance transfer credit card with 0% APR introductory period can help you pay off high interest rate credit card debt, but it is only suitable if you don't get yourself further into debt and you can pay off that balance within that introductory period, and you are making sure that you are not missing any payment during that introductory period. It is not suitable if you have the tendency to get into further debt. It is not suitable if you cannot pay off within that introductory period, and is not suitable if you have a tendency to have a late payment. So now, depending who you are, you can decide whether balance transfer credit card is good for you, or using one of the two accelerate debt payoff, whether it's that snowball method or the avalanche method, to help pay off your debt quicker. So whether you pick that snowball method or the debt avalanche method, it depends on who you are. If you are mathematically driven, then using a debt avalanche method is mathematically advantageous. You'll save more in interest because you pay high interest at first and then the second highest. But if you're more emotional, if you're more of the psychological, more of the behavioral issue, then picking the debt snowball method is more advantageous because you have that feel-good feeling every time you pay off a debt and every time you pay off another debt. But at the end, you do end up paying more in interest. Which one you pick is all depending on you. Sometimes the interest may be only a couple $100 difference, and which one you choose, to me, is not that much different, because what matters is whichever you can stick to is the best of the two methods. Either of the two methods is better than paying the credit card minimum balance. It's possible when I was watching the shorts from that financial influencer that it was only a snippet of their long form video. So the long form video may have shown the pros and cons of balance transfer credit card. Having said that, it's always a good idea to cross-reference multiple sources on any information regarding finance on social media platform, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram. This way you are 100% sure that the information in it is accurate and you're getting the full detail of what's good for you and what may not be good for you.